Hey everybody! Welcome to Mardek RPG Chapter 1 of Falling Star by Lone Wolf. Let's go and start a new game here and get this LP started. I am Brock from Fig Hunter, and I will be your host today, I guess. Although I'm not really hosting anything, I'm more of a, side-talking person. Gives extra information, maybe cracks a few jokes, stuff like that. There is a dark fortress atop a craggy peak in the far-off Badlands, where few men dare tread. Those that do never return. Love this introduction. For a mighty beast, a dragon, makes its lair here. The dragon is fond of stealing maidens from their homes, and has taken a beautiful princess from one of Belfan's greatest kingdoms. I love that she can't move and that weight is just right on her foot, that's all. She could stand up, for heaven's sake. The damsel in distress desperately calls out for help. There are only two brave men who can come to her rescue. Two mighty heroes, the greatest in the land. And that is guy with sword and shield and dukes and greatsword. Typical, huh? Yeah, typical heroes. Luckily, they're on their way to save the princess right now. I love that they were standing at the sunset and then they just walked through the door automatically. There's no enemy along the way that tries to kill them or stop them, as typically be, and they have to walk through a long passageway to get to the dragon. Mardek says, "Well, Dugan, this is the dragon's lair. The two heroes in this game are Mardek and Dugan, in case you didn't notice." "Yes, Mardek, that it is. We have to get to the dragon and slay it to rescue the princess. Tally-ho!" They say tally-ho a lot here. I'm not sure, but I've heard adventurers say it before, maybe. It sounds like something they'd say. Tally-ho! Tally-ho! We're adventurers! On guard, forsooth! Bloody goblins! Tally-ho! Now let's go and save that princess! Tally-ho! Oh, but Mardek, just remember about things. We can open the menu with the enter key to check our stats, skills, and items. And we can also open doors and talk to people and stuff with the X key. Remember these things. Might be a good idea to read the help section of the menu now if you didn't read the instructions already. Huh? Mardek is clueless as ever. I mean, tally-ho! Let's go and slay that dragon! Alright. These are our two heroes, Mardek and Dugan. Mardek is light and Dugan is earth. Mardek has 26 strength, 22 vitality, 11 spirit, and 13 agility. Dugan has 22 strength, 17 vitality, 16 spirit, and 16 agility. They both have 100 attack. Mardek has 60 defense, Dugan has 45. Mardek has 60 magic defense, and Dugan has 90. And this is the elements. It's sort of like Pokemon in that standard, except they're slightly different. There's fire, which is that orange circle with the 3 squiggly lines in it. Then there's water, which is that blue circle which you can barely see with that wave marker on it. Earth is that green symbol with the sunset in the background and the little road leading up to the sunset. Why you would drive toward the sun, and especially the sun that big, I wouldn't know, but that's what they're doing. And then there's air, which is that yellow symbol with the triangle in it. Fire is strong against air, but weak against water. Water is strong against fire, but weak against earth. Earth is strong against water, but weak against air. And air is strong against earth, but weak against fire. Remember this. It's important. Remember, again, fire is... oh, forget it. Anyway, there's light and dark. Light is strong against dark, and dark is strong against light. There's also Aether and Fig, which you can barely see also. Aether is that blue one with the line that's kind of like a ray leading from the center. It's kind of like cut partially, like a pizza, only curved, I guess you could say. Anyway, you see it anyway. It's a turquoise circle with a little squiggly line in it, that's all. Anyway, it's Aether. The other one is Fig, which means mind in Latin, I believe. There's non-elemental and Thama too, but you don't see those very often, so I won't go over those. Then there are the status elements and status effects, I guess you could say. There's poison, stun, numbness, silence, curse, confuse, sleep, blindness, bleeding, and zombification. Poison is what you'd expect from poison. It damages you every turn. It doesn't kill them for some reason, because they're apparently very resistant to poison. It takes a lot of poison to kill you, apparently. There's also stun. It has a 30% chance of stopping you from attacking. There's numbness, which you can't do a physical attack, which is quite annoying if you're not a spellcaster, like Mardek, in this case. There's silence, which doesn't allow you to do magical attacks, but you can do physical magical attacks, which are basically charging your sword with some kind of magical power. There's curse, which doesn't allow you to do magical attacks at all, or magical physical attacks. And there's confuse, which you hurt yourself sometimes and hurt your partners. It's what you'd expect from confuse. There's sleeping, which you can't attack that turn until somebody wakes you up. Usually you can just attack your own party to wake your partner up. It's not much of a problem. Just make sure you do it with one of your weaker characters, or else you're kind of killing them. Anyway, there's also blindness. Blindness will make you miss more often with a physical attack. It's not that bad. You can honestly get rid of it pretty easily too, so don't worry about blindness at all. It's not really doesn't really do much. There's also bleeding. It's more potent than poison for some reason. I don't know why bleeding would be more potent than poison, but if you have both effects, it does twice as much damage. There's also zombification. You can hurt your own partner. You can't heal them, but you can get rid of the status effect. Here we're going down to skills. Skills are very important. Notice the upper left-hand corner. It shows a Mardek symbol with a sort of womanly chest, I guess. It doesn't really look like a muscular chest. Anyway, that's the hero power skill. They're both hero powers, so they both get hero skills of Smite, Evil, Shock, and some other skills. These are the action skills. You can only do them in battle. Well, you can do them out of battle, like recover and remove taint and stuff like that, but you can't. Oh god, I was hoping I would. Anyway, you can't do them out of battle. This is the physical attack skills. You can do Stun Strike with Mardek. It has a 100% chance of inflicting paralysis. To remove a reaction or a skill, you hit the X button and it'll remove it. If you hit X again, it'll re-equip it. This is the physical defense reactions. You can completely nullify physical with your armor for some reason, or a pendant. I don't know how a little charm from the inventory completely nullifies physical, but it does. It also nullifies magic. So any cuts or wounds you would have taken, it just bounces off you. Well, it would be in real life. Mardek has no magical attack reactions. I'll go over those with Dugan. They do bonus magic damage, in this case plus 30% damage. And in case you didn't notice, it has this little thing right here that says RP. I'm not sure what that stands for. Could it be Rogue Party or Running Pantyhose or something like that? And AP, which is... anyway, you need RP to equip to skill. And AP is how long it'll take until you master it, which if you master something, you can keep it forever. You can keep that skill forever. In this case, they mastered all their skills, so this one you get to keep forever, which is pretty cool. AP probably means action points. Magic defense. Completely nullify magic and absorb MP if we land a reduce damage button, which all you have to do is, there's a little bar on the bottom you'll see in battle, and it'll have this yellow line that goes across. And if you get it in the middle of the yellow bold spot, or somewhere near it, then it will do less damage with magic or physical or whatever, or more damage or magic or physical, depending on the reaction. This is the passive skills. Shut up! Anyway, hold up a second. Okay, we're back. And this passive skills, they boost your HP, experience, spirit, any of your skills from your basic stat skills. They can also give you effects in battle like regen, or they can boost your chance of hitting or something like that. Even though I believe that is usually a physical reaction skill. Attack reaction. This is the inventory. It's very basic. The inventory all goes in here, but you have different inventory for each party member, and you have a bunch of them. I'm not quite sure. Let's see. 2, 3, 6, 8 by 8, so that's 64 inventory spaces. But yeah, you have a lot of room. Don't worry to waste. Drop it up. You can just drop it all in Mardek's inventory. Oh, I wouldn't say drop. I don't even know where they keep inventory at 64 inventory slots. I mean, they're wearing armor, for heaven's sake. Where do they put it all? They should have, like, huge adventurer packs on their back to keep it all stored. Anyway, this is the sword, or the M-blade in this case, Mardek's sword. It increases my strength by 5, and it has 100 attack. It also teaches me skills. If I hover my mouse over a sword or a shield or accessory or something like that, hit the right or the left key, I can go to properties by hitting the left to what? Or I can hit the right key and go to skills. And I'll go to smite, evil, damage plus 50 or sunstrike. If I hit the right key again, I'll go to properties and so on. So you basically just hit side. Sorry, that was just fun. Anyway, and it'll teach you skills, which you can equip from the skill menu. Here's the map. It's pretty simple and self-explanatory. I'm the white dot. The blue triangle is the save crystal, and the blue door is the door. The blue blinking dot is the door. Wow, I can't believe I couldn't get that right. You know, it's a lot harder actually commentating over something than when you're not commentating something. It makes you mess up a lot and you have trouble reading. Remember Mardek with her, I have like 5-year-old reading skills when I do this, so prepare me to make a lot of mistakes. Remember Mardek, with our super duper hero powers, we're practically invincible if we use all reactions well enough with the X key, right when we get attacked. But we've got to get the timing right, so let's experiment a bit and use these reactions to our advantage. Yeah, I told you that already. But basically, Dugan serves as the tutorial for this game. Apparently I have to mention this or else you'll probably not figure out that reaction commands exist at all. But you're watching this LP, so you probably know this already. And if in case you weren't listening to me, or you're deaf or something, I sound like Jock there. Anyway, Jock is a character later on. Anyway, let's just continue on our way, Mardek. Ciao! Alright, so let's go straight on. There's no path to the right or the left. Left or the right, but whatever. Alright, when there's a blue exclamation mark above your head, that means that you go into a random battle. To use my skills, I hit the left key, which is right here. This is my skills, or powers in this case. This is my items. This is waiting, which basically wastes your turn. And this is fleeing, which you can run away. I like that you can skip battles, but you can also flee them if you don't want to go into them. But I'm not a lazy butt, so I'm not going to skip these battles. Alright, this is the magical physical attacks, and these are the magical attacks. This is just your recover skill. Let's do Sunder, it looks the coolest. It rips a dent into the, slash into the fabric of space, if there is space on the earth or whatever. Well, I know there is, but I don't know. Is there space on Earth? Yeah, there's plenty of space. There's people all in China, and there's like over a lot of people in China. And what do we have in America? Like, I don't know how many people. Anyway, yes, I am a US Asian, as we say on Fig Hunter.